What's up, everybody? I can remember as far back as fourth grade trying to mimic and imitate the speech of celebrities, athletes, politicians, etc. In a crazy way, my development as a vocalist is kind of an outgrowth of this, and that I can take my voice in different directions. Back in the day, I think it was the late 80s, early 90s, me and a couple of brothers made a cassette tape of myself and them as I was James Brown interviewing baseball legend Ricky Henderson. Now, James may be gone, but I brought him back to interview Barack Obama as he prepares to leave office. I think my James Brown is a little bit ahead of my Obama. I haven't done Obama much at all. So here goes. Hi, everybody. This is James Brown. It's a very unusual way to come to you, but I want to start by saying I came down to talk to the president about the world today, because this ain't no Dan Aykroyd, this ain't no John Belushi. How we got to get over before we go under. Obama, how you feeling, brother? You feel good? Because I feel good. Feeling great under the circumstances, as well as relieved. It's been a rough 8 years, very stressful 8 years. But I will say this: if there were no term limits, I'd win again. Obama, I got. Let me say this right here. I thought we was getting a funky president. I wish I was on your staff to give you some advice. My boy Michael Dunham wrote an article about you before you got elected, talking about a funky president, and it was wrote it for the Fairfield County Weekly. That was a story that you should have read. It probably would have helped you along during your presidency, even though you won 2 times. But again, I wish I was on your staff to give you some advice. James, I do too. There was so much opposition to what I looked like and stood for. Honeymoon was over quick. And I had to deal with the ugly side of America. I had to be politically correct to the point that it looked like I didn't care about that side of my spirit. Had to stay in the middle. Well, why the hell you think I wrote Say It Loud, etc.? I don't want nobody to give me nothing. Open up the door, I'll get it myself. I'm a black man. I'm no colored. I'm no Negro. I definitely ain't no nigger. I fought and protested, wrote this song so you could be you. I've been watching you, Obama, and I know you got some grit to say some of the things you've been saying, brother. Now look at here. When you forget your grits and your gravy and your eggs and poultry, you lose your thing. Now you can lose your thing out here in D.C. wandering around. Excuse me, cat, while I rap. No, James, no. Excuse me, brother. I come all the way from the upper room to give you some advice. Now you leaving in less than 3 weeks. You need to come with the guns a-blazing. Stop trying to please and cheese. Tell them how you really feel, Obama. You did all this work. Now you're gonna let Donnie K.K. Trump come in and ruin your thing? Well, James, I've been handcuffed somewhat by the House of Representatives, the Congress, overall the system. No, Obama. I've been handcuffed. I've been put in the system, placed in the system. I was accused of doing some things, but some people say you've done a great job, and I think you've been a great symbol for Black America and progress. I admire the job that you've done, Obama. And then there's some of the people, the racists that come out the woodwork to say you ain't done nothing. So now we got to deal with Donald Trump. I guess it's time to give it up, turn it loose. Well, Godfather, my term is up. 8 years and I'm out. Obama out. You're lucky. There are no term limits in heaven. No term limits in the upper room. Got a little more time to hang out with Stevie Wonder. Well, that's the problem right there, Obama. Too many superstars and celebrities. That's the only time you can get on the good foot, man. What happened to the funky president? The nation was counting on you, brother. Before I get out of here and go back upstairs, look here. What will your legacy be? How you gonna play? Well, James, it will be one of change, hope, inclusion for all, job growth, global energy, Obamacare, equality in marriage, which pissed many people off. I was thinking about Magic Johnson, because I love hanging around the celebrities. That pissed many black people off, because I didn't do much for people who look like me, so people say. But actually I was a symbol of black pride.
And also, you can't forget, never forget, we conducted an operation that killed Osama bin Laden, the leader of Al Qaeda, a terrorist, in a secret nighttime raid.
Okay, Obama, you better watch that man. You know, Donald Trump and Mike Pence, they coming from some funny places. Thank you, brother. Good luck to you in the future. I got to get back up to the upper room, and everybody remember this. Obama got a brand new bag. Say it loud.
Well, thank you, James Brown, and God bless the United States, and God bless the United States of America. Now, to all of you who dissed me during my presidency, go to hell.